Okay, Jasmine, would you take the roll, please?
Mark Doyle.
Here.
Bonadiri.
Here.
Deidre House.
Here.
Tom LeCount. James McCone.
Here.
Brian Berry.
And any conflict of interest disclosures?
None.
None. Proof of meeting notice?
Yes, it is.
Oh, yes, sorry, I'm jumping ahead. Bills and communications? There are none. An approval of minutes for September 10th.
I'll make that motion to approve the minutes.
Second.
Thank you. Approve. Jasmine?
Amy Bonadiri.
Approve.
Deidre House.
Approve.
James McCone.
Approve.
Brian Berry. Approved. Mark Doyle.
Approve. And treasurer's report, please.
Looking at the balance sheet, we have cash of 2.6 million. Down below, we have an accounts payable of 29,000, and that's accrued payroll. Looking at the P&L, we have 606,000 in revenue, to a budget of 956,000. So far, we're unfavorable by 350,000. We have expenses of 885,000 to a budget of 1,393,000. So far, we're favorable by 509,000. We're at a loss of 279,000 to a budgeted loss of 438,000. So far, we're favorable by 159,000. Again, we have an estimate of where we're going to end in 2025.
All right. Thank you. Appreciate that. We see the breakdown. So we're going to look next at the budget 26 with a report from the Finance Committee.
Okay, so again, we met on September 28th, myself, Brian and Mark Doyle, our Audit and Budget Committee. Jane prepared a great budget. Almost emulates this past year of 2025. In 2026, we expect one project to come through. That's Marist refinancing, some bonds. That's the $1,000 application fee. Dutchess County, this past year, due to our high reserves, the county had cut our funding by 200,000 to 250 from 450. We did put in for 500,000 this year. We'll wait to see on what we get, but again, we have ample reserves to carry us through 2026. So the DCIDA is the professional service contract for administrative services of 200,000. The private sector is the money raised for the, is that the Business Excellence Awards? So that's basically revenue in, then the expenses below the line. That pretty much cancels it out. Interest, $60,000. To date, we're going to earn 96,000 as our guesstimate. So again, just being conservative on our funds that are vested in CDs, we're predicting $60,000 to give us total revenue of 737. Again, we have our audit, computer consulting, dues, publications, events, which is the 65,000 of the Business Excellence Awards. That's going to be covered by the private sector, revenue of 70,000. Insurance, marketing, payroll. Last year in 2025, you'll see that there was a dip in the payroll because our CEO position has been vacant, which should be fulfilled for 2026. So our payroll will go back up to the anticipated just about 600,000, up from our budgeted 2025 of 572. Fringe benefits are the same. Each employee gets to dip into a bucket for their benefits. That hasn't changed in a few years. We might want to look at that. Professional service contracts, line 27. If you want to see the breakdown of the 137,000, just go down below. Staff line is who our employees are engaged and employed by. They offer, it's based on a fee. They provide us with HR and all other and all other benefits as their employer that we sub out to, Capolino. Then again, line number 28, professional service contracts, 104. If you go down to the bottom, you can see the breakout of the professional service contracts, marketing. Sarah Lee has been a consultant to the board since she left. We should wean that off with the new CEO that should be appointed shortly, but we will have some crossover and questions I'm sure the new CEO will have. And then the WEDAC of 15,000. So again, we have revenue of 737, total expenses of 1.329 will give us a deficit of $591,000 for the fiscal year of 2026. Again, we have a fund balance over $2 million. There'll be some lean years. Maybe there'll be some more refinancing of bonds other than the one that we're anticipating from Marist. So just like the 2025 budget, we had a deficit of 437. We're predicting a deficit of 591. It could change with the funding from the county slightly. But for now, it's a conservative number. And I'd like to get a motion to approve this budget if there's no further questions.
Just a question for you on the county share. You requested 500,000, but you proposed it at 250, is that correct?
Yes.
Okay,
Because the previous year we received 250.
understood, yeah, okay.
So-
I just want to understand
Yeah.
the number.
Can I just?
Yeah,
Just for the project, the one project that's estimated for 2026, we don't know what it is. Marist was from 2020.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I just wanted to clarify that.
So on line one, the Marist fee was their 2015 series tax exempt bonds and the culinary. So anybody could be coming to us for a refinancing, especially with the rate environment decreasing, hopefully next year.
I make a motion to approve the budget as presented unless there's any further questions.
Thank you.
I'll second.
Thank you. Before we vote, are there any other? Is there something, sir? Okay, thank you. We'll go ahead and take a roll, Jason.
Amy Bondieri.
Approved.
Deidre Houston. James McCollum.
Approved.
Brian Berrien. Approved. Mark Doyle.
Approved. Thank you. Right, no unfinished business. What we would like to do is put forward, a consideration of amendment to that consulting agreement for Sarah Lee. Jamie just laid out, the 26, component of that in the budget, but we are, need to extend for this year, $5,000.
Additional five?
For 2025?
Is that correct?
We're at 19
We're at
right now,
19.
and that's used up already. So to get us through for the end of the year and for the
Transition.
transition, it's just,
To give us a buffer.
yeah.
Particularly in the light of hiring a new CEO, making sure that that transition is as smooth as it possibly can be. John?
I do think the original was, we intended to have her services available to the organizations through the submission of Paris in 2026. So that amount was for 2025 and part of 2026. So I think this amount is intended to not just be for 2025, but potentially into 2026 if needed. That was my understanding. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it was just we don't know how many hours are going to be needed. We don't know when a CEO is going to be appointed, so it was just a number that came up.
Yeah, just for clarification, the contract that was ultimately approved and signed for Sarah for, indicated an amount. And now you just want to add an additional amount. And so you're just authorizing that additional amount to be added to the consulting service.
So the budget's irrelevant for next year, the 4,000 we put. We're gonna
Right now,
increase.
you're looking for a motion to permit to sign the contract that would be covered not just now, but up through the Paris report. The idea here simply is, as far as there are some things that are still being taken care of, but part of this is onboarding a new CEO, executive director. And then the Paris report contained so much history And all you have to do is go through it once, and you now, the new CEO and executive director will have this learning experience from Sarah as to what's happened to each and every one of these projects, because you're carrying old projects that are still part of the Paris report. If there are bond payments that are being made and they're going over a number of years, the history of that is important to know so that the next year you can properly complete the form.
We had an additional 2 months of vacancy we didn't expect, assuming we appoint someone at this meeting. And then also 2 of the most complicated projects I think the IDA's ever dealt with. So that ate into this amount because I think the original estimate was fair, but we did not expect a extended vacancy and how complicated those 2 of those projects were.
So in the light of that, I'm particularly anxious to make sure that the organisation runs smoothly, and I think this will assist us.
In addition to, we've saved on our salary.
Not to mention.
Right, agreed.
As opposed, looking at the final guesstimated 2025 actual numbers.
So we should have a motion.
A motion.
Second.
Second.
Thank you, Deidre.
Amy Bondieri.
Approve.
Deidre House.
Approve.
Jen Picon.
Approve.
Brian Varian.
Approved.
Mark Duval.
Approved. Okay, thank you very much. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go into an executive session. We'll come back after the executive session for LDC and then return to the IDA.
You just detail the purpose.
So the purpose of adjourning or suspending and going into executive session is to discuss the election of a new chief executive officer. And we'll come back in and vote on that.
Do we need to make a motion to go into executive? I'll make a motion to go into executive session.
I'll second it.
Thank you.
Amy Bondieri.
Approve.
Deidre Houston. Jen Picon.
Approve.
Brian Varian. Mark Duval.
Approved. Thank you. So very good. So we have come out of executive session and we have had a discussion about election of chief executive officer and need to make a motion and vote on that. Can anybody
Okay, so
make a motion?
I'd like to make a motion to appoint Robin Mack, the CEO of the Dutchess County LDC, at a salary of $155,000 plus her benefits of, I think it's $24,000, and to be on a probationary period of 6 months. Do I have a second?
I would like to second.
Very good. Jackson, take
Yes.
it away.
Amy Bondieri.
Approve.
Deidre Houston.
Approve.
Jen Picon.
Approve.
Brian Varian.
Approved.
Mark Duval.
Approved. Excellent.
Great.
That being the case, we can adjourn the LDC